I'm on my way for your satisfaction. Affection, caught in heaven.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. Like when I say it's been a while, it has literally been years. The last time y'all see me, I was making a dorm tour in college. I graduated college like last year, so it's been a minute. But I'm back with a highly requested video of how I became a flight attendant at 22. So I'm gonna give y'all all the tips about everything, like the whole nine: the interview, training, the process, how long it took, the pay, literally everything that I could think of. I'm here to give it to y'all, just in case anyone wants to go be a flight attendant. You know, I'm not gatekeeping anything. But before I get started with this video, please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Your girl is back on YouTube. I will be vlogging my flight attendant experience. And yeah, so let's hop right into the video. Hopefully y'all don't hear my fan. All right, y'all, so we're gonna start from when I applied to Frontier. I applied to Frontier probably around, I wanna say October of 2022. Probably like around that time, I applied to Frontier. So when I applied to Frontier, of course you have to make sure your resume is up to date. Include anything about good customer service and safety in your resume. Make sure that it is incorporated somewhere in your resume that says that you have good customer service and safety skills or anything of that nature, because that's what they're looking for. So when you apply, of course, you submit your application. Right when you submit your application, they're going to see you a talent assessment or something like that. It's like a talent card. It just tell you your skills, what you're good at and stuff like that. But you do have to pass it. Like, this is what they're looking at. Like, you have to pass it. You have to say you can handle like hard, you know, customers and passengers, and you could deal with difficult things, and you have to pass it. So once you pass that, they want to tell you right away that you passed the assessment. Like right away, once you're done, they're going to tell you if you passed it or not. Once you pass it, they're going to see your video interview. I think you have like 2 weeks to complete the video interview. I'm not sure. I know I had a good amount of time to complete it, maybe like a week, something of that nature. But the video interview, it's literally only like 3 to 5 questions, and it's not like, oh my god, these questions are hard. No. And it's not like a video interview like somebody's watching you. You're literally recording yourself answering the questions. I think you get like 5 minutes or something like that. I did not use all my time when I recorded my video interview. I did not. I probably spoke for like a minute and went on to the next question, because you don't want to keep talking. So I would say like 2 minutes is enough, honestly. And yeah, it took them probably like 2 weeks to get back to me, because around that time, it was the holidays, it was Christmas, whatever, New Year's. So it took them like probably like 2 weeks to get back to me after my face-to-face and told me that I passed. And then they're going to send you a face-to-face interview. Once you pass the video interview, they're going to send you your face-to-face interview, the dates and everything like that. They do fly you out. They pay for it. They did not pay for my hotel. I had to pay for my own hotel, and I think I was there for like 3 days in Denver. The face-to-face is held in Denver. Some people say they had it in Dallas. I'm not sure about that, but mine was in Denver, and it was really cold. It was like the top of January 2023. That's when I had my face-to-face, 2023. So I applied October 2022, went to the face-to-face in January 2023. So the face-to-face, it lasts all day. So in the face-to-face, they're just so you go in, you get a number, and you hand them your resume and stuff like that. And with the face-to-face, you're doing group activities, because they want to see how you interact with other people. So you're doing group activities, answering questions about how you dealt with hard times at work with a customer or anything like that. That's literally what they want to know. Like, are you good under pressure? Like, how do you work? Like, things like that. And then you do your own, like, face-to-face. After the group face-to-face stuff like that, they don't tell you that you pass because you have to go do your own face-to-face. And you get 10 minutes, and it's 2 people interviewing you by yourself, and you get 10 minutes. Once again, I did not use up my whole 10 minutes. I spoke probably like 5 minutes, and I was done. I was up out of there because nobody wanted to hear you rambling. Honestly, I don't remember the question they asked me. I'm pretty sure everyone have had different questions. I don't remember those questions, but I can tell you, once you pass your video interview, the face-to-face is so easy. It's not nothing to worry about. I was scared. It was not nothing to worry about, honestly. So yeah, that's that from when I first like started applying to be a flight attendant. I think I applied to like 3 airlines at first. I did get accepted into 2, and then I chose Frontier. So once you pass your face-to-face, they tell you, like, you know, they tell you, woohoo, yeah, everybody happy, whatever, and then you gotta take a drug test. You have to take a drug test right then and there. Once you pass your face-to-face, you have to take a drug test. They do not play that. You cannot smoke with marijuana. You cannot. You cannot do any type of drugs because they will drug test you out of the blue. Okay? They don't play those games. They don't play when it comes to stuff like that. So you have to be clean. And another thing, your passport. You have to have a passport to become a flight attendant. Like, you can, okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what I did. So, when I applied for Frontier, I had paid for my passport, but I knew it wasn't gonna come in time for my face-to-face, or, you know, I knew it wasn't gonna come in time, but I still paid for it, and I had the receipt. So you are required to have your passport when you go to your face-to-face interview. But I did not have my passport. I had brought the receipt with me, and I was just like, hey, I ordered my passport. This is the receipt. It should be here, da da da. I don't know if they're gonna accept it. That's what I did. I don't really know like the rules now about it, but honestly, I didn't know. Like, I wasn't gonna give up that opportunity because I didn't have my passport. So I just winged it, honestly, and just went with the flow. So once you pass your drug tests and everything of that nature, you can celebrate. You're done. You're done for a good little minute until it's time to go to training. And training was, child. I would insert some videos within this video of me at training, or what we did and stuff like that. But training was intense. So remind y'all, I went to my face-to-face in January of 2023. I didn't go to training till May of 2023. Why it took that long, I have no idea, but that's the honest opinion. Now, I know right now they're having training classes back to back. Like, they moving really fast. I just know when it was time for me to go to training, my training kept getting pushed back. I was supposed to go in February, I was supposed to go in March, I was supposed to go in April. I don't really know what was going on with my training, honestly. But I just waited it out at my old job, even though I hated it. I hated it, but I just waited it out. Now, nobody told me to save my money when I went to training, child. I went to training broke. I mean, of course, I had one more check for my old job because I did work there the whole entire week before I left, and I have a car note. I had car insurance, so I still had to pay that. But I made sure I paid that like a month in advance before I went to training. So honestly, save your money before you go to training because you're gonna need it. What did I eat? I lived off my credit card. I lived off my credit card during the whole training. My mama brought me food. My boyfriend brought me food. Like, yeah, the food at the training place was nasty. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It was disgusting. I was eating Chick-fil-A and Wendy's every day. Okay, so back to the training process. So Training is 4 weeks in Cheyenne, Wyoming for Frontier Airlines. It's 4 weeks in Cheyenne, Wyoming. When you get to training, you have a roommate. Gratefully, my roommate was the best. I'm still friends with her to this day, but you have a roommate. Yeah. So they fly you out, of course, to the airport, I think it's Denver, the Denver airport. They fly you out to the Denver airport, then y'all take a shuttle to the place. I think it was like an hour, some change away from the Denver airport or stuff like that. And what else we did? When we got there, we just walked around the resort or whatever, because it's a resort. It's not like what y'all think. Like, it's not like a nice resort. It do have a pool, but besides that, it's in the country. But yeah, it do have a resort and stuff like that. So when we got there, meet my roommate. She was cool, whatever. The first day of class, y'all, I left my passport in the room, and you can't be late. You can't be late for class, or they're going to send you home. So I had to run back and go get my passport real quick. But yeah, so training. How can I really put this in like a good type of way? But not trying to gatekeep, keep it in a good, keep it cute. Okay. Training was intense for me. I'm speaking on behalf of me and my airlines, okay? It was intense for me because I was still a college student. But if you don't have no homework to worry about, you should be fine. But for me, I was still a college student, so I still had to do my homework and worry about training. So what you learn in training is how to evacuate a plane within 90 seconds, how to give CPR, how to use the AED machine, how to do a water evacuation, how to arm your doors, how to use a fire extinguisher and stuff like that. Like, you learn literally everything about safety. You learn it within those 4 weeks. And it's like, it's really fast paced, so you have to keep up. It's tests every day. If it's not every day, it's every other day. You have to, you be in class from like, I want to say you be in class from like 7 a.m. to like 7 p.m. Like, it's really long days. And then once you get out of class, you got to study because you got an exam in the morning. It's not a game. You only get 2 retakes on a test. And you can't retake the test, if y'all get what I'm saying. So you only get 2 retakes. And if you fail, they send you home, sadly. So yeah, it's like, it's really intense. Honestly, group studying did not work for me. I tried it like the first couple days I was at training. I'm like, okay, this not gonna work because people talking, you got people doing everything, and I need to focus. So honestly, I had my 4 little people. We sat in the hallway of our hotel room and we studied, and that's honestly how I got it. And I studied on my own. I made Quizlets. I played Kahoots, like stuff like that. Like, that's honestly how I passed training, y'all. The Kahoots and the Quizlets is literally how I passed training. With the test, you have to make a 90 or above on a test. On every test, not on a test. On every test, you have to make a 90 or above. If you make an 89, sadly, you fail. You have to retake it. If you fail to retake, you go home. It's like, they're not playing because it's people's safety. So you have to know the information. Like, you have to know the information. Should y'all save y'all money for real? And training is like, okay, I know when y'all apply, or if y'all thinking about applying, it's gonna say training is not paid for. Training is paid for at the end, after you pass training. And it wasn't nothing but like $800, $900. So make sure y'all save y'all money, because $800, $900, that's nothing, honestly. That's literally nothing. So I ran through that the same day I got it, because I had to put my car note on my car insurance. So honestly, it's not nothing. So make sure y'all save y'all money. That's a big, huge thing, because you're gonna need stuff in training. Like, you're gonna run out of things, you're gonna be hungry, everything. So just make sure y'all save y'all money. And at training, it is business casual. So you do have to wear business casual. And I think on Mondays you have to wear black and white, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Mondays. You have to wear black and white. You only get one off day, which is Sunday. You go to class on Saturday. Yes, you do. You go to class. It can last all day. It's not no half days. Like, it's not what y'all think. Like, training was just training. Like, I don't really know what to say about training. Training was intense. Like, it was people going home left and right. And it was like, oh my God. And y'all, I failed a test. And I was boohoo crying. When I say I was boohoo crying to my roommate, I was boohoo crying. And it was really bad because I had to take a retake. But that retake, I had to take it that morning and turn around and take a real test, the same exact, within the same span of like 3 hours. Like, it was really bad. So I had to study again for the test that I failed and for the test that was that next day. So just make sure y'all on y'all P's and Q's. Don't fail no test. It's not fun. It's not fun retaking the test. It's really not. Even though I had passed it with 100 the second time I took it, I don't know. I think I had schoolwork that night and I was just stressed out. I don't know, but make sure y'all on y'all P's and Q's when it comes to taking y'all tests. They do give y'all pre-test before the test, and you could take it how many times as you want. If you want to take it 100 times, you take it 100 times. Like, they do give you homework, like paper. So you do have to complete those, and you do have to turn it in the next day and stuff like that. But the exams, it's from like 20 to 60 questions. You never know, honestly. Like, one day it could be 20, one day it could be a 70. Like, for real, like, you really never know. So once you get accustomed of taking the test, it get easier and easier and easier and easier and easier, because honestly I was flowing through those tests. So we're gonna talk about the final exam. Honestly, training, everything's in black and white. I'm not even trying to be this, like, I'm not even trying to say that just to say it. Everything is in black and white. If you study and you read and you take that pre-test, you're gonna pass the exam. Everything is in black and white. If you fail the exam, that because you just wasn't studying. I'm being completely honest with y'all. Everything's in black and white. The final exam was all the tests put together. It was like 100-something questions, and literally, it was questions from every exam that we ever took. It was questions from every single exam that we ever took. When I tell you we finished that exam in like 15 minutes, we was up, baby. We was out. Like, it went so fast because we studied, and we've been doing this the whole training. We've been doing this for 4 weeks. So, yeah. Training is not, the exams is not the only thing you have to pass in training. It's these things, they are called practicals, I think. And basically, you have to evacuate a plane within 90 seconds. I messed up on mine, but I got to retake. It's not no retakes. That was been nice that day. I don't know. But I messed up on mine, and I had got to retake, and I passed the second one. But you have to pass every single practical. You have to put out a fire. You have to give CPR. You have to do the little water thing, like, and you have to pass it. Like, you have to jump down the slide. The slide is one of the biggest things that you have to do. You have to jump down that long slide. If you don't do it, you're gonna go home. Like, anything can get you to go home. Like, being messy, you go home. Being like not a team player, bringing people down, you go home. Like, just things like that. So just honestly be to yourself, but be open and be, talkative, but don't be messy. Like, that was me. I was low key. Like, I'm gonna talk, but when it comes to some mess, nah, you're not gonna be. But other than that, once you pass your training, you're not done. Like, you're not done. Like, you still have to do this thing. It's called IOE. I think it's like initial operation experience. If not, I don't know. I'm gonna put it right here. So basically, now you have to actually go work a flight. You have to go work a physical flight. Like, you have to go do a flight now. Like, yeah, let's go. And I'm past training. We passed the face-to-face. We passed the video. We passed our final. Now it's time for us to go work and be flight attendants. Excited. So once you go, okay. So once you pass your final, that same exact day, you go put on your uniform. Oh, and by the way, about the uniform thing, they size you for your uniform, I think like a week in from training, so it could be there at the end of training. And if you get sent home, or if anyone gets sent home before training is over with, or before you pass your final, the people who pass their final can like go in and swap out pieces for the uniforms that they ordered and they probably couldn't fit. You can swap out with the people that went home and stuff like that. But yeah, that's where the uniform coming in. The uniform, it is a $600 allowance, I think. You don't have to necessarily spend $600, but it's $600. So if you decide to spend $600, they're gonna take $50 out of your paycheck every single time you get paid. I wish I never did that. But if you spend $300, they're gonna take $25 out of your paycheck every time you get paid. So just get it. Your luggage for inviting, it has to be black. They do not provide any luggage at all whatsoever. You have to pay for that out of your own pocket. My mom brought my luggage, and I have Travel Pro. That's the luggage that I have. I have Travel Pro, and I just have 2-piece to carry on in like a little bag or whatever. It was like $200 something. I don't really know, but I didn't pay for it, so yeah. So just a heads up, y'all, about stuff like that, like the allowance, the uniform, the bag, and all that. You don't necessarily have to get Travel Pro, but the only reason I got Travel Pro because Travel Pro has a lifetime warranty. So if my bag get messed up, broke, ripped, a wheel come off, they're going to send you a new one for free. So and you're a flight attendant, you're bound to mess up your bag. So just don't take the cheap way out and then have to keep replacing the bag when you can just keep getting it for free and pay your $200 or however much your Travel Pro costs. I actually want a Travel Pro lunchbox, but yeah, however much your Travel Pro costs. And yeah, y'all, so just be mindful of those things. Honestly, I would say just go. If you're very, 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 very confident in passing training, honestly, I would just say go with black luggage anyway. Just go with black luggage. The IOE is you actually working a flight, going on a flight. You have a person with you. I forgot what they call them, ISC. You have an ISC with you, and y'all are going to go work a flight. So you have to have a minimum of 5 hours flight time to pass your IOE. So you're going to Denver, and they're going to put you in a hotel, the whole class. They're going to put you in a hotel, and within that span of a week, that's when everybody is doing their IOE. You could either be, it could be you by yourself, or it could be 2 people from your class that's doing it. It was me by myself though. I did my IOE by myself. I don't remember where I flew to, but I just know when you do your IOE, the ISC, the person who's with you is going to ask you to show them the safety equipment, what it do, how to use it, is it there, is it green, is it an MEL, like stuff like that. Like they're literally going to ask you like everything, like because you learned this, so you should know it. Like you should know it. You do have to read announcements on the plane, like you're working a real flight with really real passengers. You're working a real flight, so you have to read announcements and stuff like that. Have to solve problems on the aircraft. Is somebody sitting in the wrong seat? You have to take initiative when it comes to stuff like that during your IOE. Just make sure you're there, responsive, coherent, and if you have questions, just ask them. Like, they're not rude, they're here to help you. So they will tell you that day if you pass your IOE or whatnot. So yeah, and once you pass your IOE, you have nothing to worry about. You done made it. You done made it through. Like you in there. So once you pass your IOE, you go back to Denver and then y'all graduate. At graduation, this is where I'm going to start talking about the pay. So just bear with me because I can't explain it to the best of my ability, honestly. All right, y'all. So yay, you passed your IOE. You're about to graduate. It's been real. Like, you have to be a flight attendant now. Like, so now this is where I'm going to talk about the pay, the schedule, and all of the things that y'all actually really need to know. So starting off, once you graduate, you're now on reserve. You're a flight attendant on reserve. Yes. So reserve basically means that you're on call with crew scheduling. Crew scheduling is the people who handle your schedule, who you have to call to be released, have to call, you have to get permission to do anything. You literally have to call them to do anything. Like, they're literally in charge of your whole, like, reserve. The whole time you're on reserve, they're basically in charge of you. And yeah, so I'm gonna put some on the screen of my reserve schedule, just to show y'all so y'all can actually see it physically. So yeah, so when you're on reserve for Frontier, speaking on my airline, I'm not sure about how other airlines work. I know you're on reserve for every airline though, but when you're on reserve for Frontier, you either could do morning shift reserve or night shift reserve. I've been morning shift reserve ever since I've been on reserve, but your girl got a line now, so I'm not on reserve no more next month. But yeah, I chose morning shift reserve, which is REA, which is from 1 a.m. to 12 p.m. and REB is the night shift, which is from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. So yeah, so basically the morning shift, which is REA, you get called, you get used more than REB, which is the night shift. So just be mindful of that. If you don't really want to fly for real, do REB. If you really want to fly, do morning shift, be REA. So starting off as a flight attendant for Frontier, you get paid $25.50 plus per diem. Per diem is the hours that you have been away from your base, which is where you based at. Like, I'm based in Atlanta, so I report back here after, you know, every flight or whatever, every trip or whatever. I live here too. But per diem is however much hours you've been away from base. And I think it's like, you actually get paid for that too. And it's like 2 something. I don't really know. I don't really know for real. I just be, when we fly attendants, we're palm trees. Baby, I just go with the flow. Let's talk about this pay. And I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Like, completely honest, like, really transparent. The pay is not nothing. When you're on reserve, your pay is literally, like, mind you, you get paid twice a month. So you get paid bi-weekly. For Frontier, you get paid on the 5th and you get paid on the 20th of every month. So my checks on reserve was really bad, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. My checks was really bad. Like, I was getting paid not 100, I'm tripping. I was getting paid $1,000 every check. Y'all, I have to pay rent, I have a car note, I have a phone bill. Like, that's not, So yeah, like, it's nothing. It's literally nothing. But you are guaranteed 75 hours on reserve, whether you fly or not. So if you fly 0 hours that month, they didn't call you, crew scheduling didn't call you to come work a flight, you still got paid. You still got paid that 75 hours, regardless if you fly or not. And that's the good thing about being on reserve. You still getting paid. So honestly, I would say get another job, because you're going to be broke first starting out. I don't know for sure. I know your pay goes up. I think, like, after you off probation, I think your pay go up. You're on probation for 9 months, by the way. So I'm still on probation, but I'm off reserve, if y'all understand. Once y'all see the schedules on the screen, y'all will get it. But yeah, so that's really it, guys. Like, I feel like I've had a in-depth conversation with y'all about how I became flight attendant at 22 and I am now 23. So yeah, if y'all have any questions, leave them down below. I would be gladly to answer you guys' questions, because I know when I was on this process, I had one person to help me, which was my friend Tamia. But besides that, I was kind of on my own. And you know how you don't want to actually keep bugging somebody about something, so I kind of was trying to figure out stuff by myself. I was trying to figure out stuff for myself instead of, you know, like, keep bugging her. So yeah, so if y'all have any questions, let me know. If y'all need any help, don't hesitate to DM me and ask me anything, even if it's how to set up your resume. Just ask me. Like, I'm not a gatekeeper. I will help you. I can't help you through your face-to-face. I can't help you through your video interview. I can't help you with the application process, but I can help you with like any questions that you may have, like the resume and stuff like that. I can help with that. But yeah, so hope y'all like this video. Hopefully y'all are glad that I am back making content, and I will be uploading another video, which will be a Flies in the vlog next month. So yeah, y'all, I'm back. I'm better. I'm so glad to be back on YouTube. So yeah, bye.